want to go fight Ugas. He didn't want to go fight Porter. He didn't want to go fight Danny Garcia. And that's why he still hasn't fought any of them, because he's a fraud. He could have fought Errol Spence as soon as he went to 147, but he chose to duck.
My friend, do you not understand English, or are you just a fucking troll?
No, motherfucker, I ain't no troll. You know I'm speaking the truth.
How are you speaking the truth? Did you just start watching boxing, or you forgot? Get the fuck out of here. Shut your ass up. He must have just started watching boxing. This dumb motherfucker don't understand. Keith wanted to fight Jeff Horn, and Keith said he'll fight Jeff Horn, but Crawford is the one that took the fight first. Shut your stupid ass up. This dumb motherfucker don't understand that Earl told Crawford to get a fucking belt. He didn't say, yeah, move your ass up and I'll fight you. He said, get a fucking belt.
Wow. Just checking out the segment of the Boxing Voice. Shout out to Ness and company. And as you guys can see, man, there are people, seriously, there are people that do not know boxing. They don't know their history. They don't know the facts. They don't know the duration. They don't know the chronological order of how things went, what boxers said versus what promoters said versus the people they claimed they wanted to fight versus the people that they claimed they didn't want to fight, the people they ducked, the people they swerved, okay? And this particular guy jumped on the Boxing Voice. And soon I will have incoming telephone service for callers. But then you do have those other things. But then I actually try to talk sense into people. So it's going to be difficult. So I do think about that. When I do decide to concoct that, I do think of a possible hindrance or a possible nuisance when it comes to trolls, right? So first off, this guy, this troll, he's a troll, an uneducated person that does not like a particular fighter. And he, in this case, it's Terence Crawford, okay? Well, as you heard him say that he didn't fight Danny Garcia, he didn't fight Spence, he didn't fight Thurman, he didn't fight Porter, which I'm like, okay, that was his last fight. He was the only one that stopped Porter. So he was like, he didn't want to fight those guys. He could have fought those guys when he went to 147, and he did not. Okay, well, Ness has a shorter tolerance than I do at times. No, he just has a shorter tolerance than me because he will go off on you. And a lot of people, he stirs people wrong, but he tells you the unblatant New York truth of the matter, of New Jersey or whatever, East Coast truth, right? And he simply told him, well, what are you talking about? Keith Thurman wanted to fight Jeff Horn and not Terence Crawford. Well, let me counterpunch, okay? To elaborate further, Keith Thurman didn't even look at Terence Crawford as a true welterweight. He said it out of his own mouth. Keith Thurman said that, you know what, Terence Crawford is not even on my radar because he's not even considered a true welterweight. And that's after he beat Jeff Horn, a guy that he wanted to fight. Why? Because in Keith Thurman's eyes, Keith Thurman looked at it like this: I will beat the guy that beat me. So what happened after Manny Pacquiao lost a decision against Jeff Horn? He called himself fighting Jeff Horn to get back at Manny Pacquiao because Manny Pacquiao took that L. Okay, that's how that worked, right? So, but Terence already beat him, but then Terence is not good enough for a fight, but Jeff Horn is. So you see how that balanced out right there. That's what he wanted. That was the angle, all right? Well, Errol Spence, like Ness said, go get an effing belt. That means he didn't want to fight him for nothing, or he didn't really want to fight him at all. But why didn't he want to fight him at all? He didn't want to fight him at all because he wasn't allowed to fight him, in my book. Errol Spence was not allowed to fight Terence Crawford because Terence Crawford wasn't on the bracket. He wasn't on the menu. The menu is set by Al Heyman. Al Heyman advises these guys to fight these guys. Manny Pacquiao, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman. Those were the guys that he has, and guess what? He's fighting Keith Thurman now. He already fought Danny Garcia. He fought Sean Porter. He didn't get a chance to fight Manny Pacquiao because of something was wrong with his eye, and Ugas ended up beating Manny Pacquiao, and he ended up fighting Ugas. That's the only reason he fought Ugas. Okay, so That's the story on how people need to understand their history of boxing before calling into these boxing channels that already know their shit, that are paid. We're paid to know stuff. We're paid to be viewed. We're paid because we have a following that we inform other people. So when guys do call in that don't know what the fuck they're talking about, they make themselves look stupid on national media. Okay, just like this guy. Now, all you have to say, I don't like Terence Crawford. That's wonderful. Whatever. Because I was just on a forum last week and I heard a guy's skin color. Because he's dark. That's why people don't like him. I'm like, dude, what are you saying? Being a black man. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about this reaction video to one troll.